So I'm joined now with Mississippi State Baseball's very own and Jackson Prep's very own, Jake Mangum. So thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm really excited. I didn't know this was your first time in here. Shame on us for not getting you in here sooner.
First time in the studio. Well, thank you for showing me around.
Absolutely. Well, I want to get things rolling here. With Mississippi State season coming to an end, we still haven't put the bow on it that it exactly needs, that it deserves, you know. We'll flash back a little bit. I know you don't want to talk about it anymore, but just give the viewers at home a quick glimpse of what it was like at that start of the season, getting swept by Southern Miss and losing the head coach. What were you thinking at the time?
Yeah, I mean, you go into the season with all these high hopes, you know, and baseball teams put so much emphasis on the first game of the year. And when you get punched in the mouth 3 straight games, start the season off 0-3, you know, you lose your head coach. Obviously, the mood around the team was, you know, not extremely positive. But the message of the team was to continue to get better. You know, Coach Henderson took over at that point, and he gave us an identity, and we bought into it. And you know, we got better each day, and you saw that throughout the year. And
when did it exactly hit, though? When did that spark happen? Was it when you swept Arkansas, or you beat Arkansas? You swept Florida, and you knock off Florida State. Is that when it kind of all came together?
You know,
in April-ish?
I mean, even in the fall, when we didn't even have a baseball field, you know, we saw ourselves, you know, being a team that could get to Omaha. And kind of the turning point of the season, you know, from the team's point of view would be, you know, we split the first 2 games with Ole Miss at home. And then we go into game 3 and hit a walk. Luke Alexander, it's a walk-off home run. And that kind of was the turning point of our season. That was when it was like, all right, it's time to get things rolling now. Because starting off the, you know, SEC 2-7, that, you know, that's not where you want to be. So that next weekend kind of turned the page a little bit.
And then Nashville happens. the best college baseball a lot of us have ever seen, probably. I mean, I know for me personally, that's the best college baseball I've ever seen. I can't get over watching the Powerade dunk right there and all the excitement for you guys. So that's a crazy series. Is that when it kind of all sunk in that, like, hey, we're going to Omaha. This is it.
I mean, the first 2 years were so close. You know, we make it to the Super Regional, and you know, we were on a really good team in 16 that won the SEC championship, and in 17 we were on another good team that, you know, came back from a very, you know, low point in Hattiesburg Regional, and then, you know, came through and won it all. But finally getting to that next step and finally getting to Omaha was just, it was, you know, it was unreal. And getting to do it with, you know, guys you go through so much with, it was a special moment.
Absolutely. Now, taking that and moving forward, what do you guys think you learned most importantly? I mean, how important is it for you guys to have that experience, that one notch under your belt, to make it back next year for your senior year? I
mean, you know, this year we had a lot of young guys who didn't even, you know, really know what it took to win in the SEC, much, you know, not even in Omaha, you know. We had a lot of young guys that stepped up for us this year and played extremely well. And now that we all are going to have this taste of what Omaha is like, you know, we know what it's like. And it's time to, you know, kind of turn the page on 2018. 2018 was an unbelievable ride. You know, it was a magical season. But 2019, you don't just, like, happen to come, like, and get back to Omaha twice. Like, it's going to take a completely different identity, a completely different mindset, and we're just going to, you know, work hard and get better every day.
Cool. Now, a question that might hurt a little bit. Does it hurt you any less knowing that Oregon State is the team that won it all?
Freshman year, Arizona came in to the Dude and beat us in the Super. They finished 2nd place. Sophomore year, LSU knocked us off in Alex Box in the Super Regional. They came in 2nd place. This year, the team that knocked us out won it all. So we're used to seeing the teams that put us out in the national championship. And, you know, it stung a little bit. But Oregon State, they're just as good as anybody we play in the SEC. I mean, throughout the year, we have a 10-week stretch on weekends where we're playing future, you know, MLB players all the time. And we played plenty of teams that, you know, had every right to be in the national championship as well. But, you know, we just got on a good run towards the end. So did Oregon State, so did Arkansas, so did Florida. You know, I mean, and that's just what the SEC is. It's a dogfight every weekend.
But hey, at least it prepares you, right?
It does,
I mean, it's a grind, but it prepares you guys for,
does.
you know, the tournament. Now, looking forward again, Chris Lemonis. You said I know as much about him as you do.
Yeah, well, you know, we had a team meeting, and he kind of, you know, gave us, you know, his plan, you know, for our program, and we're all bought in. You know, Coach Lemonis is going to be, he's going to be a great role model for us. He's going to be a great guy to push us every day and get better.
Now, we've talked about it. You and I have both been asked a lot of questions about, why Henderson wasn't given the role. How important is it for you guys to just trust in Cohen, and how much trust do you have in Cohen?
Look, Coach Henderson was put into a very difficult situation in 2018, back in February, and and he was the perfect guy for that. Coach Henderson, he turned a group of guys that weren't really ready to play into a team that went to Omaha and made a little run at it too in Omaha. And he was put in a tough situation, and there was no one better for that role. Yeah. He is such a mature person, and he has a way with guys just to make them believe in themselves and be better every day and become men, not boys. And Coach Cohen, he knows how to handle this. I mean, no one loves Mississippi State baseball, or Mississippi State for that, more than John Cohen. I mean, he's the right guy to find us, our next long-term head coach. And we're all behind Lamonis, and we cannot wait to get to work for him.
Well, that's super exciting. And I think I might have time to squeeze one more in, but the MLB draft, you're coming back for senior season. Real quick, how important is it to you to be on this ride one more time?
I can't wait. I had a couple opportunities to leave, for the draft. Thankfully the Yankees last summer, kind of gave me a courtesy pick, and the Mets gave me another courtesy pick this year. Thankful for that. But any offer I had, it wasn't enough to leave. You can't trade these years. Mississippi State has been awesome, and I'm beyond excited for this one last ride.
Hey, well, we're excited to watch you play one last time, right?
Yeah, ready to get to work.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Definitely our pleasure to have you in studio, and we are excited to see what's to come.
Well, thank you all for having me.
Absolutely. Well, don't go anywhere, because we have more coming up after the break. LeBron is heading west. He has a former Callaway Charger joining him as well. Details on that when we return.